I'm working for Kontron Canada. So we designed wet box solution at the benefits of service provider. We have the angle of reducing rack space, power, but also to increase scalability for virtual services. Well, the market is changing rapidly. So what we see on the market, it's an evolution where most of operators are actually multi-vendor oriented. So what we see as well is that they want to leverage what they have invested in for the past 10 or 20 years, and they want to also combine proprietary services with open source innovation. We're not actually trying to compete with any other supplier of IT solution. We're trying to do something very different. We're not trying to be on the mass market. We're trying to help operators to grow, to faster innovate, to faster address customized requirements coming from enterprise, coming from startups, coming from different angles, also for media services. So what we see, as a matter of fact, what we see on the market is the combination of universal virtualization, the combination of data services, packet-oriented services, but also the need for media solutions, but also for mobile. So everything comes as a whole, as a solution that could be fully leveraged on different angles, but especially for tier 2 and tier 3 operators, notably in emerging markets. So the market is now reaching a consensus about ONAP. ONAP will be the holy grail for service orchestration. So what we see is that the backward compatibility with already implemented solutions will be maintained. But not only that, it will unlock the possibility to have a fully multi-vendor solutions for all operators, leveraging what they have already, but also to planning better some new introductions on new services, new innovation that will be changing fundamentally the way that we understand telecommunication and networking services for the next 20 years. Where we see the market evolving is very interesting because we see a lot of operators trying to do very different things when they have the greenfield scenario in front of them. So where we see that potential is actually not necessarily challenges, but we see a lot of potential with emerging markets when we see tier 2, tier 3 operators that are trying to tap into services very differently than tier 1 operator. Tier 1 operators have a lot of baggage, but they don't have necessarily the greenfield scenarios to innovate as fast as any tier 2 or tier 3 operators. And this is where we see a lot of possibilities to leverage new possibilities of understanding services, new ways to implement services, but new ways to accompany operators. And this is where we see a lot of difference to be made.